you have names on the roster, Craig.
Everyone.
And you're going to let me know. We pretty much got everyone on the roster. You let me know if you think they should stay or leave.
Well, obviously, in the week that's just gone, Mourinho has been battered from pillar to post.
Yep.
Particularly after the Sevilla game. So some context to this, he's kind of thrown
a couple of people under the bus.
Throwing a couple of people under the bus, saying this is not good enough, even though he spent a lot of money. Let's go through them. Now, the smart money would say Real Madrid, but I tell you, I think he's going to stay, and I tell you why. Because I think if they were to sell him, it could ultimately mean Mourinho just walks. Because ultimately, at the moment, he's the most important player for Man United, the best player. They can ill afford him to go to Real Madrid, and they have the money to make him stay. Now, that could change because of the player, I don't know. But they will fight tooth and nail to keep him.
What about Luke Shaw? Is this just a blatant leave?
Yeah, this is a leave. This is quite a simple. And it's a shame, really, because I know he's came back from that broken leg. I've always been a fan of the player. I think he's got a big future. I just don't think it's going to be at Man United now, not with this manager. And maybe the pressure he's playing there, he needs to get away.
What about Matteo Darmian? This is looking like a leave as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, right back, left back, centre back, sort of been punted around, just a squad player, even though he's an international. But again, I think Mourinho probably thinks he can do better.
Speaking of leaving, what about Daley Blind? Because that as well looks like a big old leave to me.
Yeah, I mean, the trouble is you can't just get rid of everybody. It'll come down to player preference. But if he is saying I need 7 or 8 out at least, then I'm going to say Daley Blind. Go on, help me out.
Chris Smalling, what about him? He's come under a lot of criticism. Many people don't think he's quite the Manchester United standard that they need there in the defence. What do you think?
Lindelof, Bailly, Phil Jones. I think there's a possibility he'll leave. I never think. You remember back to last year, the big criticism of Jones and Smalling from Mourinho. I don't think that's gone away. So there is potential, I think, for him to leave. All this will be subject to Man United getting players in, of course.
Andre Herrera, I'm a huge fan of him.
Yeah, you know, I don't know with Herrera. I think I'm going to just go Herrera to stay because you need a squad player. You need people that are invested in what you're doing. Not the greatest Man United player ever, but again, you need the squad.
Paul Pogba, of course, everyone knows that he's not playing in his desired position under Jose Mourinho, so stay or leave.
You know, this is a real tough one because I kind of get the feeling that if Mourinho can punt him, he will. But there's a big investment to go in, and for that reason I'm going to say they're going to fight tooth and nail to try and find ways of getting the best out of Paul Pogba, bringing other players in to supplement him, and try and get him on board. So I'm going to say stay, but I'm real 50-50 with that one.
Anthony Martial, a real talent. There were some unhappy times when Zlatan came in and the whole T-shirt number fiasco, but he seems to be a serious talent. Well, stay or leave?
I'm going to say stay because, again, I mean, you could be looking at a guy who might have a good World Cup for France. If they could get the consistency level out of him, then he's a match changer. He's a game winner. For that reason, I'm going to say stay. And again, you need people that are prepared to come off the bench. He'll not want to hear that, but it's what happens.
Fellaini?
No. I mean, listen, great professional, did great at Everton, international, plays for Belgium. I understand, big threat from set pieces. But if Man United want to get back to the top of the tree domestically and in Europe, then a Marouane Fellaini around the place isn't going to work. I mean, Man City, he wouldn't be entertained at Manchester City. So if he wasn't going to be entertained there, I think United should be looking for better.
And finally, Juan Mata.
I'm going to say stay, and I'll tell you why, because, come on, Juan.
He doesn't want to stay, maybe.
Stay, because, one, if you look at David Silva at Man City, I mean, I think Silva's a better player, of course, but Mata, you know, never hear him about in the newspapers, really. Never see any controversy. Sometimes plays, sometimes doesn't. Does a job. Generally pops in with the goals or the assists. Works hard. From my knowledge, good player to have around the place. Again, I don't know exactly the contract situation, but you can't just dump everybody out. And you need guys that are good about the place and have got a certain standard. And I think Juan Mata is one of those players.
I agree with you on that one. I would be sad to see Juan Mata go. Thanks so much to Craig Burley. There you have